Oh my goodness, kindergarten friends. Today in the art studio, we are going to make Roy G Biv. Oh my gosh, we just learned a song about Roy G Biv, and we are going to practice using glue today by putting hair on Roy. Right now, Roy can't see. He is just a head. And we are going to give him eyes, a nose, a mouth, and a bow tie. And then we're going to give him some hair in the color of the rainbow. So let's check to make sure you have everything you need. First of all, you need a head, and then you need a bow tie. You also will need a big piece of paper to glue Roy on, and you're going to need his hair. You need one piece of purple, one piece of blue, one piece of red, one orange, one green, and one yellow. Check to make sure that you have all of that, and then we can get started. So first, let's do something about poor Roy not being able to see. So I'm going to give Roy some eyes. First, I'm going to draw a circle over here. Then I'm going to draw another circle over here. And I'm going to give him a little circle in the middle. Let's see. I'm going to pull this in so you can see a little better. And a little circle over here. It makes him look like he's looking that way. Okay. Then I could even give him eyelashes if I want to give him eyelashes. See what you can do with that. Then I'm going to color in with my black this little circle. Color that in. Now, Roy needs a nose. I see you. He needs a nose and a mouth. So I'm going to give him a nose. And let's see. I am going to make his nose almost like a triangle. It's going to go down on an angle, curve around, and come back. Okay. And then I'm going to give him a mouth. I'm going to make a smile. And then I'm going to make almost like another smile right under it. See if you can do that. And there's our happy Roy. All right, next we're going to get Roy glued down and we're going to get his hair on. All right, now I want to get Roy's head glued down so that we can work with him. But I want to leave room for his bow tie. Actually, we could probably just glue his bow tie down if we want to. But I want to leave room there for the bow tie. So let's go ahead and glue his bow tie down. We're going to put glue on his bow tie. Oh my goodness. On the edge of the bow tie. So when I take my glue out, I'm going to take out my glue. I'm going to wipe the extra on the lips so it doesn't drip. And then I'm going to go around the edge of the bow tie. Tip it back in. Go around the edge of the bow tie. You don't need to cover the middle. Go around the edges. Around the edges. And then we're going to put that back in, and let's just go ahead and glue this bow tie right down. And then we're going to turn Roy over. I can't see. Oh no. Just a minute, Roy. And we are going to put glue along the edge of Roy. Oh my goodness, that tickles. We're going to tickle Roy's ears. Put your glue along the edges of his face, of the back of his head. And I'm going to leave the top with no glue. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. When we get ready to glue down the hair, we're going to want to put that hair behind Roy's head. So I'm going to leave the top up a little bit so that we can tuck the hair. All right, so now let's get the hair ready and let's get them in rainbow order. Now we have our colors of the rainbow, and we have Roy with his head kind of bent forward so we can work with him. The first color in the rainbow is the color red. If you don't remember, look at the front of the classroom at the rainbow wall. So we're going to put our red in right behind his little head, and it's going to stick off our paper, and that's okay. The next color is orange. We're going to put orange there. Then yellow. We'll put our yellow down. Then G for green. And then B, ouch, for the blue. We're going to put our light blue. And then indigo is our dark blue. And V for violet goes right there. Then we're going to glue Roy's head down. So Roy might need a little bit of glue to go on the back of his head. Actually, let's not glue Roy's head down. Let's go and put glue on the back of all of these papers. So now we have them down in order. We are going to pick one up and we're going to put glue on just just run your glue just the edges of the paper. And I know this one is going to go off the page, but that's okay. It'll dry. And then we're going to take it, we're going to flip it back over, but remember the order that we put it in because we need to put it back in that same order. So we're going to put that down and we'll cut that off in just a minute. Then we're going to do the orange. We're going to glue that down. We're going to use our glue and go along the edges on the orange paper. And then we're going to glue that down. Oh my goodness. I used a lot of glue that time, but that's okay. I'll spread it out. If we use a lot, then we spread it out. Then I'm going to put the orange down, press down, and you're going to go all the way through. Do yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And then come back when you have, then I'll come back when we have it done. Now we have Roy, and he's in his colors ROYGBIV, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Now I want to make sure that Roy's head doesn't come up. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue and I'm going to paint it right across the top of Roy's head and press down to make sure his head does not come up. Then we have all these little extra pieces on the end of it. So Miss Malone will cut those pieces out for you if you bring me your paper. I will we'll turn them over and cut off those extra pieces so that you don't have to. Now, I think that these are dry enough to go home today. So go ahead and put these on your table, leave them there so that you can take it home with you.